Hi everybody, it's been 2 weeks and I haven't uploaded a video. I'm doing what I always do and I'm uploading an hour before midnight on Monday because that's what I always do. Because I'm lazy. Quick explanation. I didn't upload because I was working. I had a bunch of hours and I was just exhausted, and the last Monday, I had to work. But I worked like an 11 to 5, so when I finally got home, I was just exhausted, and I just wanted to watch Smash and then go to bed, and that was what I did, so that happened. And then the next following Monday, I had to work again, the same, like, million-year shift, so again, I didn't post, so which is why I'm back today, and I'm back, and I'm posting, and I'm making you guys a video, because I love you. So I have 2 things to catch up on. I don't know what Aurora and Lauren are doing, but I have 2 prompts to catch up on, and that's my worst panic attack and a goal. Okay, so my worst panic attack happened when I was 17. I went on a field trip with my school. I was homeschooled at the time, and it wasn't like a homeschool. It was more of like an independent study, where I went once a week to this, like, to the building, and I like did tests, and I learned things that I couldn't learn by myself. But we took a tour of Southern California of all the colleges. We went to like Cal Poly and UCLA and to Irvine, or your UC Irvine, and to Pepperdine, and we went to all of the colleges in Southern California. We just took a tour, and on the way back we decided to go up through Yosemite. So we were on a huge bus, like a tour bus, because there were like 30 kids and like 10 adults that went on this field trip. So there were a ton of us. There was a ton. And on the way back, they went up through Yosemite, and I don't know why everybody, well, not everybody, but like out of 30 people, probably 10 people on that bus got car sick. On a bus that I was riding. So I'm sitting on this bus, and like I was at the front. I luckily managed to get a seat to myself, so I was at the very front of the bus, and I was sitting there, and somebody was like, "Oh, well, if you're sick, just go sit up front next to Cassie." And I was like, no, because they were like, "Oh, well, if you can see where you're going, if you can see where the car is going, you won't be sick anymore." So I freak out. I'm like shaking. I can feel it in my bones that I'm gonna have a panic attack and it's gonna be terrible. So eventually I'm like, no, if you're gonna put these people up here, you need to put me at the very back of the bus, away from all of these people. I pull out my iPod. I put on Rent, the loudest rock thing that I have on my iPod, so that I'm not sitting there freaking out listening to all these people throw up. So I get put in the back of the bus with some random ass girl. She's not even important. But I was sitting there and I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And I was freaking out. And we didn't have any service, so I couldn't call my mom. I couldn't call my best friend. I couldn't do anything. So the bus driver eventually pulled over, and I get out of the bus and I start crying. Like, I run off the bus as fast as I can to get like away from it, and I'm sobbing. I'm sitting on this rock and I am like in tears, hyperventilating, panic attack, anxiety attack, sobbing, like the hardest I've ever cried in my life. And all of the teachers came over and they were like, "Oh my god, are you okay? Are you alright?" And I was like, "I'm just scared, it just scares me." And it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But the bus driver was luckily, he was a very nice guy, and he bought me a soda. He went into this little liquor store that was by one of the stops that we made, and he bought me a soda. And he was like, "Hey, it's gonna be okay, kid." And I was like, "The soda's not gonna make it go away." So that was my worst panic attack. That's literally the worst one I've ever had. I've never had, I think that was the first one I've ever had. I mean, I've gotten scared before, but I've never had a panic attack. That's never happened to me before, so it was very strange. Yeah. Bus. People that are car sick, confined on a bus, and the bus driver wouldn't pull over. So I was like, what do I do? So that happened. And then a goal. Okay, so a couple of years back, my mom brought home these bracelets. They're like the rubber, like the Livestrong bracelets, only this is purple, and it says something, I don't know what it says on it, but it's purple. And what I want to do is I want to put on the bracelet. Now, what you're supposed to do with this bracelet, is every time you have a negative thought or you say something negative, you switch wrists. Like if it's on this wrist and I say something negative, I have to put it on this one. So you're just supposed to switch wrists. Well, what I want to do is I'm going to put the bracelet on, but every time I think about emetophobia or vomiting or being scared, I'm going to switch wrists. And the goal is to go 30 days so that at the end of 30 days, you've trained yourself to not think about it. So that's going to be my goal, to stop thinking about it so much. That's the root of it, is I think about it all the time. So if you stop thinking about it, if you take yourself out of the situation, you're obviously not going to think about it anymore. Simple as that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the bracelet, and every time I think about it, I'm going to switch wrists, because that's what you do. That's how you remedy it. That's how you fix it. You take the bull by the horns and you mess stuff up. So yeah, I'm really glad to be back, and I'm really sorry that I was gone. I'm really sorry. That was irresponsible of me, but I was just so exhausted, and I was trying, I tried to sit down and just be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I ended up falling asleep. But yeah, next week, this week, I don't know what Laura and Aurora are gonna do. I have no idea what they're doing. I don't even think we really have to talk about it. Oh, there's a third. What is this? There's a third one. I'm looking at the email that we sent each other. I did mine. That's what I did. Goal. Worst panic attack. I'm done. So I will catch you guys next Monday. Bye.